Hello everyone, welcome to Girls Frontline Tomorrow with you. Now we did watch this, we did play this like a while ago. So things are new. I don't remember the diner gates being here. And I think the title looks a little bit different, so a lot of changes have been made. Anyways, this was developed and published by Waifu Trash Family, and I can't really give a specific release date as it's not done yet. It's still in development, so things you see right now might not be finalized. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the game. An ocean of nothingness. Oops, ramen. Echoes from the past. A silhouette, familiar yet indiscernible. A caring yet detached voice. A proposition formulated as an order. An unending pit, flashing my failures to me. At the bottom, a blinding light. I keep falling into light until suddenly it's dark again. I open my eyes and blink. There are a series of spotlights far above my head. All around me is a thick fog, obscuring my vision. In front of me, beyond the fog, I see the silhouette just standing there. I open my mouth to speak, but no words come out. Surprised, I try to step forward but find myself frozen in place. All I can do is stand and listen as the person on the other side speaks. Shikikan, you have great potential, yet you are held back by the chains of your past. The voice is deep and soothing. Its words reverberate and echo, the sound lingering long after the voice pauses. Don't worry, your journey is only beginning. There's plenty of time to make amends. In due time, you shall grow stronger. Strong enough to break free of these chains and move forward. When that happens, we shall meet again. Until then, good luck. He turns and begins walking away. The silhouette fades into the fog. I sink to my knees as the constant sound of beeping grows louder. Wait, beeping? I open my eyes and stare at the familiar ceiling of my bedroom as my alarm clock rings. Huh. So that was just a dream. A weird one, though. Anyway, it's time to get up. I tap the top of my alarm clock and slowly sit up in my bed. My vision drifts around the room. This room. I'm getting more or less accustomed to it. Strange how habits can come and go in the span of only a few days. So before, I remember that the backgrounds used to be like real photography, but now they've gone to like actual customized backgrounds, so that's nice to see. It's calm and idyllic atmosphere. It's a stark contrast to the liveliness of the city. It's only been 2 weeks since I settled here, but it already feels like home. Well, it's not like I spent my childhood in this place or anything. I stand up and head for the door. As I reach for the knob, it begins to turn. I step back just in time to avoid the door slamming into my face. My movement startles the intruder, a petite blonde girl. Master, my apologies. I did not expect you to already be awake. You usually sleep until I come to wake you up. I thought... It's okay, Walrod. Fear harms not, and you didn't even graze me. Hi, Walrod. You look good today. I can breathe easy, knowing you're unharmed. This girl is my bodyguard. She has been appointed by my father to protect me, just in case anything happens. She's a skilled security doll, with an impressive resume. Oh, Master, I came to inform you that breakfast is ready. This day will present you with a challenge like no other. It will do you no harm to dutifully prepare for the battle ahead. She's also an impressively effective attendant too, with a knack for delusional fantasies. I will admit that, but that's neither here nor there. She's good at her job, and that's all I could ask for. Right here, my dear apprentice. Let's head down this dining hall and let this morning commence our feasting. Yes, master. The dishes I prepared will spark envy in even the warriors of Valhalla. Might seem weird, but I picked up on this quirk of hers. I first discovered this side of her not too long after moving in. She was always trying to hide it out of embarrassment. Aww. To set her mind at ease, I played along. She can behave normally in public, so I like to humor her from time to time. After washing and dressing, I joined Wellrod in the living room. Hey, this one's also a background too. I remember seeing like a realistic looking couch previously. She has indeed doubled my usual breakfast portions. This would indeed prepare me for the hardest battles ahead. I gulped most of it down while listening to the news. Oh master, do not forget to change your uniform. My keen eyes noticed earlier that you prepared your old one. Should you don that old uniform of yours, I thought your new academy will be pleased. Especially since the headmaster sent you theirs personally. Noted, Wellrod. Thank you. I head upstairs to put on my uniform. My old uniform hangs in its usual spot. Or, well, it would have since it's a new home. A package near my bed catches my attention. Beneath several layers of transparent plastic rests a set of dark crimson clothing. I unwrap the plastic and admire my new uniform. A dark crimson coat serves as the base of the package. It's quite fancy, while also giving off a military vibe. On top of it is a dark gray blazer. It is plain, but of good quality. There is also a matching pair of trousers. Atop all of this is a dark yellow shirt, with the new school's crest on the chest pocket, accompanied by a red tie. I can't say I'm quite convinced by the choice of colors, but hey, at least it's original. I suit up and head back downstairs. When I arrive in the living room, Wellrod takes a long look at me. Do I look funny? Not at all, master. Not a single bit. You look like a righteous high schooler. Thank you. Whatever a righteous high schooler means. I glance over the clock. 8:20. Master? What is it? Are you worried you won't make it in time? If it would allay your fears, I could drive you to school. No, I will be fine. Thank you, Wellrod. Walking will give me time to mentally prepare myself. Understood. You had best leave now. Tarry on longer, and even your strongest acceleration spell won't be enough. Let's see. Indeed, my dear disciple, I'll be often. She smiles and nods. Have a good day ahead, master. 10 minutes later. Tanegashima. How many years has it been? 8? 10? At this point, I've lost count. The city has developed a fair bit in such a short amount of time. From the uphill road leading to school, I have a good view of the city behind me. I can see the business district in the north, which, from what I recall of it, has expanded quite a bit. Around the center of the urban area, baby skyscrapers seem to have sprouted like mushrooms in a cave. There's also a large, open, dome-like building. In the east, towards a mountain and the forest, the industrial sector is bigger than ever. In the west, facing the sea, port, and shopping maze. This place doesn't seem to have changed a bit. I might want to check that out later. Alright, speaking of checking out things, Of course, I forget about my lunch on my first day at school. Guess I'll grab something on the way. 10 minutes later. Before I realized it, I had reached my destination. Surprisingly, I crossed paths with no one on the way. Just outside the school gates, I noticed a young girl with bright orange hair leaning against the wall. Her attention is on her tablet, and she's wearing what I can only guess is the female school uniform. Hi, Kalina. As I walk closer, the girl looks up from her screen. Her eyes remind me of a clear sky. She straightens and approaches me. Hello there. Excuse me if it sounds silly, but could you be Mr. Khan? Yes, I am. You can just call me Shiki, though. She smiles at me warmly. Perfect. I was waiting for you. Would you mind following me? I'll guide you to the head office. Okay. Yes, fine with me. She caught me completely off guard. I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome, much less one from a student. She starts walking, so I naturally follow her. Despite her small frame, the girl walks at a rather fast pace. I have trouble keeping up with her. Is she some kind of athlete or something? Oh, sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? The name's Kalina. Just call me that. That's what everyone does. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. Kalina, huh? An uncommon name around here. We walk for a good 5 minutes, through various corridors and up a few flights of stairs. Finally, we arrive in front of a double door. At the top of the frame is Principal written in a golden... not a golden gravure like I thought it would be, considering the look of the building, but a handmade wooden one. Well, I'll leave you here for now. The principal is waiting for you, so just knock and enter. See you later. At this, she leaves. I feel like I am in one of those Yakuza movies where the protagonist prepares himself to face a big boss. I swallow my apprehension and knock. A deep voice commands me to enter, so I do. The room is rather plain. We admit the wall of monitors behind the desk. Two couches facing each other in the center are separated by a low table. Plants of all sorts are placed at regular intervals at the bottom of the wall. I take it you're the one I'm waiting for. Let's see, I guess so. Quite the nonchalant one, aren't you? Please, have a seat. He gestures for me to sit on the couch. I obey and he joins me on the opposite one, a stack of documents in their hand. Shiki-kan, correct? I have a file here. Says that you received an impressive amount of academic praise. Slightly lacking on the physical side of things, but not too much. Heir to illustrious genius at the head of IOP Industries, headed for the masses for his own good. This man's way of summarizing my life somewhat irritates me. The principal's eyes dart back and forth as he scans those documents of his. Eventually, he sighs and tosses the file into the table. I honestly couldn't care less about all this. Come again? You see, Shiki, you don't mind me calling you that, right? I care more about something else than all these numbers of yours, or your status. This thing, well, let's call it your integrity. My integrity? Yes, your integrity as a member of our society. You see, is that the journal name? You see, I, Rezovich Kruger, have a dream. The dream that someday mankind will coexist with dolls in harmony. He seems agitated and passionate all of a sudden. You see, the path we must walk to achieve this dream is long and difficult. This school is about the very first stepping stone on that road. I really don't get where he's going with this. We have built this institution from the ground up to accommodate the schooling of dolls. Oh yeah, right. I remember my father telling me about this. Kind of all-doll school or something. After offering dolls the opportunity of living a normal school life, it's now time to allow them to experience it with humans. Don't see why there's all this build-up, but alright. This is when you enter the stage of this grand play, Shiki. As patient zero. Excuse me, what? I'm certain this man would get along splendidly with Walrod, a match made in heaven, so to speak. The test subject, young man. You'll be the one of the first humans to join and test the Griffin Project. The Griffin Project. Yes. The results of years of negotiations with the government and IOP Industries. There are plenty of hurdles we have to overcome, though. Presently, the lack of social awareness exhibited by dogs is particularly problematic. There would be no problems if dolls were simply used as tools to do menial tasks like the assembly robots of old. However, doll jobs are more demanding now. He paused, probably searching for his words. Let me give you an example. Let's say a retirement home decides to buy a doll to assist the staff. That doll will be ready for combat. She would follow orders to the letter. Ask her to comfort or entertain a resident, on the other hand, and she wouldn't know where to begin. They lack the human experience. He takes a dramatic pause. However, the structure of their AI allows them to learn as a human being would. They live, ponder their decisions, reflect on their experiences, assimilate, and grow. So to begin their integration into society, we decided to send them to school. High school is a time where humans tend to start finding themselves and forming strong bonds. Perhaps interacting with humans going through a similar experience will allow them to smoothly integrate into society. Thought for a moment that this man was just eccentric. With the glimmer in his eyes, what transpires in it, is actually pure, genuine hope. He is serious in his madness, and he already has done a lot for his dream to come to fruition. Playing a part in it couldn't be so bad. I understand. Well, at least the idea. Very well. He looked at the clock. Oh, if I continue to ramble on like this, you'll be late for your first day. Here, take these documents with you. Here's a guide to school, pamphlet for the Griffin Project Insertion Program, as well as a survey on various subjects. You can have a look at them when you get home later today. Take this too. He hands me the documents, as well as a tablet. Noticing my confusion, he adds, this tablet will serve as a personal assistant during your time here. You can consult your student file, your schedule, take notes, and so on. You can also use it to find your way around. I'd still advise you to familiarize yourself with the school, though. Maybe have a classmate give you a tour. This tablet is a great tool, but nothing can replace the smile of a young girl, right? Gives me a warm smile and rises, and to save and leads me out of the room. Exchange a bow, and while he goes back to his desk, I check my tablet. 9 o'clock. I quickly locate the guide to my classroom and follow the instructions. As I arrive at the door, it opens, almost as if it was being expected. The manacled older woman with stern expression studies me carefully. Hi, Helian. Seems like you're on time after all. Come on in and introduce yourself. As soon as I enter the room, I can feel the intense gazes from the whole class. I feel like a sheep entering a wolf's den. Despite the uniforms they are wearing, they all look rather unique. It has changed from the rather strict standards that I am used to. I face them, hesitate, clear my throat, and say, my name is Shiki-kan, and I've been transferred here to take part in the Griffin Project. I look forward to sharing my high school days with you all. I bow and the girls clap. Rather formal and to the point, but I don't feel the need for more. I can already see some of them staring though. Ladies, please. I know you must have a ton of questions, but they will have to wait. Now, where could you... Right next to me, Miss Helian. You can sit right there. It's Helian this, Kalina. But yes, you're right. You can sit next to Kalina, Shiki. She'll help you get up to speed. I obey and sit next to Kalina. She smiles like she just received the best news in the world. You can rely on me for everything. I'll teach you all you have to know. Her enthusiasm is at least genuine. At least, I think it is. Time passes by as the lesson goes on. While the girls seem to want to talk to me during the break, they hold their tongues. Maybe they are too intimidated. Or shy. Who knows? I do my best all morning long to catch up with the rest of the program and until the bell rings at midday. Class is finally over. Being lunchtime right now, I should probably head out and surf at the cafeteria. Still, where do I begin looking? Hey Shiki, wait for me. Kalina? What does she want from me? Let's have lunch together. I can explain to you how this school works for a bit that way. You're still a new student here, but don't worry, your new friend Kalina is here. Sure, why not? I guess relying on her to show me around isn't a bad idea. Wow, this place is crowded. I had no idea this school had such a large student body of dolls. Search for a free table, Kalina. It's hard to spot, then suddenly... Oh look, there's a free table over there. Let's go and have our lunch before it gets taken. She's right. More and more girls enter the room. By the second, we take our seats and start unpacking our lunches. So, Shiki, do you pack anything special to have for lunch today? Nah, not really. I was running short on time this morning. So I could only manage to buy these onigiris on the way to school. Aw, that's so boring. Here, you wanna see what I have? Take a look. She proceeds to unwrap a rather fancy bento box, wet with black filigree rolls and cherry blossoms around it. There's rice, some eggs, and then some meat. Getting quite jealous looking at my plain onigiris. Not only that, but there's so much of it as well. Can she really eat all that by herself? Hey Shiki, you keep staring at my lunch. Do you want some of mine? Here, have some. Before I could even say anything, she gave me some of her lunch. I was fine with that. I had what I had, but I guess more couldn't hurt. You need to eat a lot if you want to become a strong Shiki-kan one day. Thank you, Wait, what did you say? I swear I just heard her say something weird. Or maybe it's an ambient noise making me hear things. Nothing. Nothing at all. I didn't say anything. Anyway, let's finish our lunch quickly. I have so much I need to tell you. Can't you tell me while we're having lunch? Nope. That's out of question. We need to concentrate on our lunch first. Well, okay, sure. I don't understand it. Is Kalina the type that can't think what she needs? Oh well. I guess she wants to do it like that, then I guess this is how it's gonna be. We're eating in silence, so this is rather awkward. At least the food is good, so there's that. She knows how to cook, that's for sure. Juicy meat, and finally grilled peppers. Did she really do that herself? And does she do this on a regular basis? I have so many questions. But there are more important matters to focus on right now. So, what was it you wanted to talk about before? Well, before I tell you, do you have any questions you want to ask first? Well, I've been curious about this, but are we really the only humans that attend this school? Ah, yeah, that. We're indeed the only 2 human students here. The rest of us students are all T-dolls. But don't be too alarmed. I think they're pretty much human. Of course, you don't have to take my word for it. Why don't you find one of us to talk to? I'm sure you'll have an interesting conversation. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why we're the only 2 humans at this school, I'm not really sure myself. Maybe this is some sort of trial phase? Yes. Mr. Krieger talked about it this morning. Actually, do you have any idea why this trial phase is so restricted? I would have thought that they would wanted more guinea pigs for this. She chokes upon hearing this. Maybe I was too blunt with my words. You don't hold back, do you? Well, as far as I know, they just haven't found a candidate yet. The tuition fee is also quite high compared to other, more normal schools, but you know. Her eyes start sparkling. Doesn't that just make it much more exciting, Shiki? They might be making history here. After spacing out for a few seconds, she clears her throat and it comes back to reality. Anyway, do you have anything else you want to ask? Yeah, I guess I do. How long have you been at the school? I started here earlier this year. There's only a high school for now. But I've been helping here for a bit longer. She was helping her? Why? Oh yeah, I know. Shiki, would you like to hear some of my experiences from the beginning of my school year? Yeah, sure. It could prove to be good learning material. Alright, so my first couple of days were a bit strange. I was the only human student at this school after all. Well, it probably will be a bit weird as well for you. At least, yeah, me as well. It was just me back then. I didn't understand what dolls were at the time. They looked exactly just like us as well. I was confused and unsure about talking to them. So for the first couple of days, I just tried to avoid others and just stay quiet. Wow, I can't imagine she was like that. She seems so friendly right now. She's overflowing with so much energy, it's almost contagious. Soon enough, it just felt too odd for me to stay like this, so I decided to go back to my old self. However, it wasn't as easy as I thought it'd be. A lot of dolls thought I was just unapproachable, so I still had a hard time talking to them. But then one day, a girl named Sop 2 decided to talk to me. She thought it was cool how, even though I was shy, I was doing my best to make some friends. Perhaps she didn't understand the situation. Perhaps she chose to ignore it. But she became my first friend here at the school. I'd always hang out with her during lunch and after school. One day she told me, "You should meet some of my friends." And just like that, she introduced me to them. They weren't very comfortable around me at first. Eventually we started talking more and opened up to each other. Now I know everyone and we get along great. School has been fun since then. I see. It's quite an interesting story. It sounds like some kind of scenario for a teen girl rom-com. In the good way, I mean. So that's pretty much how school started for me. Don't worry, Shiki. I don't think you'll have to experience what I did. And if you ever need any help, I'll be there for you. Thanks, Kalina. Maybe this is why she's been so friendly. She checks her watch. I think lunch is about to end soon. We should head back to class. After lunch, we go back to classroom and take our seats. The classes here don't seem much different from my old school. There's a lot of hands-on learning, so if anything, it should be a lot more lively. It's kind of ironic, considering the student body consists almost entirely of robots. I sit in class and listen to lecture. I've already learned all about this, but somehow it's more interesting. Somehow, I managed to make a friend on my first day here. If things continue like this, my school life here might actually be better than in the past. At the very least, that's how I'm feeling it right now. I spent the rest of my class reminiscing and comparing my old school to this one. And that will be all for class today, everyone. You can go now. You're on your way home, okay? Some dolls immediately leave the classroom at those words. Maybe they had club activities to attend, or maybe they just didn't really like socializing. Everyone else starts gathering in groups. Some play games, while others occupy their time with books or food. Upon this observation, I start packing my own stuff into my bag when... Hey, Shiki! Kalina unexpectedly grabs my shoulder from behind. She continues to talk tearfully, even as she shakes me. You still don't know where things are in the school in town, right? Let's go to campus. I turn to face her as I reply. Yeah, I thought we'd go and look around the campus with the map and the student handbook. Hey, we're friends now, aren't we? You can ask me if you need help. I will try my best to help you. So she says, confident that I will ask her for said help. Well, at the very least, I can think of her as a friend for now. She's awfully insistent on helping me out, though. Does she just want to be my friend? Or does she have other motives? Granted, her story from Lunchtime makes me think she's genuine, but... Huh? What's the matter? Kalina's confident expression begins to fade away as she notices my hesitation. No, I'm not overthinking things. I'll focus on the present and not let the past ruin it. I can trust Kalina to show me around the campus. Oh, it's nothing. Then, can I ask you to guide me around campus? Of course. Leave it to me. It's way better than going alone with just a guidebook, trust me. Once again, Kalina seems very happy to help me out. She's a weird girl, but alright. But I suppose sticking around with her won't be that bad. We exit the room together with her taking lead. Here's the music room. That's the art room. A good half hour has passed since the tour started. Following Kalina's pace is getting harder by the minute. How big is this campus? Okay, next I'll show you the library. I nod and suddenly hear someone yelling. You two right there, stop! Kalina and I turn around the source of the voice. I haven't seen you before. Who are you? I thought I would have remembered all the students' faces by now. Hey, Rio! I bet you're like the student council or something. Especially a boy. That's not exactly commonplace here. Well... Wait, don't tell me. Kalina, did you just bring a stranger to the school? Don't you know that's a violation of the school rules? The girl raises her voice, her tone firm. She has no trouble dominating this conversation. From her language and looks, she seems to hold some sort of leadership position here. Well, you see, Mega. Don't call me Megaphone. I have a name, Kalina. Use it. A mix of anger, embarrassment, and frustration tints her yelling. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't be angry, Ro. You should have been so from the beginning. Now tell me, Kalina, who is he? And why haven't I seen him before? Okay, let me introduce him. He is Shiki-kan, a student at the school. He just transferred here today. Did you hear about him? Now that you mention it. Yes, I heard about him. She relaxes, tension in her body language fading away. Sorry about this confusion, Shiki. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ro635, but everyone calls me Ro for short. Welcome to Griffin and Kruger High. It's nice to meet you. As an apology, if you have any questions about the school, feel free to ask me. Once again, Ro dominates the conversation with her pace. Nice to meet you, Ro. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Shiki-kan. I just transferred here today. I hope we can get along. Let's see. Are you part of the DC? By the way, Ro, are you perhaps a member of the disciplinary committee? You seem to have quite keen eyes, Shiki. You must have noticed my armband, right? Yes, I am a member of the disciplinary committee. In fact, I'm the one in charge of the committee. Let me introduce myself again. I am the head of the disciplinary committee. Nice to meet you. I hope you won't cause any trouble for us in the future, Shiki. Oh, I have to go soon. She looked down at her watch and gave us a slight bow before leaving. However, after a few steps, she returns back to us. By the way, Shiki, despite her looks, Kalina's a good girl. She can be a bit of an idiot from time to time, but she is quite clever. She has a tendency to wrap us up in her get-rich-quick plans that I inevitably have to get her out of. So if possible, keep her in check. That will help us in the disciplinary committee a lot. And Kalina, don't make any problems with him either, okay? She gives Kalina a stern look and leaves her good. Not without a last shout-out. Have fun with your new school life here, Shiki. It's my first day and I already met such a commanding figure at the school. She can take control of the flow of the conversation anytime she wants. Just what you expect from the head of the disciplinary committee. While I am deep in my thoughts, I suddenly realize something. Hey, Kalina? Huh? Why are you calling your megaphone? There's a good 10 seconds of silence. Kalina finally breaks it with a laugh, unable to hold back her laughter any longer. What? And here I was wondering what you were thinking about with such a serious face. You're pretty funny, Shiki. I'm at a loss for words after hearing Kalina's reaction, and a bit embarrassed. Is my question that weird? No, not at all. It is just that you made such a serious face thinking about such a silly question. I can't help but laugh. I think it's a good trait. Well... But for your question, you realize her habit, right? Her habit? Yes. Whereas this habit of speaking so loudly, it sounds like she's talking through a megaphone. Is that so? But don't worry, she may look strict, and even might be scary sometimes, but she has a kind heart. Everyone likes her. I just tease her with that name. I see. It seems that Kalina holds Roy in high regard. Not that I have reason to doubt her word. After that, Kalina and I resume our walk around the campus. Time flies by. Before I realize it, the tour of the school has come to an end. Kalina and I arrive back at the classroom. And that's it, Shiki. We finally reached our destination. Yay! Well, it was also our starting point too, so the tour was more of a big circle. She's still packing a lot of energy in that body of hers, isn't she? Thanks for the tour, Kalina. You were really helpful today. Thank you, hee. But you see, this is not the end yet. Huh? Well, I actually plan to guide you around the town as well. No, Kalina. I mean, you don't have to do that much. You already helped quite a lot today, and it's starting to get late too. I don't want to make you go out of your way just because I want to explore the town. But... No buts, Kalina. You can't accept your help this time. It's dangerous to walk around this late. I can't just expose my first day and only friend in this school right now in such a risk, can I? Fine. I'm relieved to hear that. Then I will ask you for help instead. Huh? See, Shiki, it is getting late, right? That is indeed what I just said. So naturally, you would have walked me home, right? Just halfway is fine, mind you. What? You said it's dangerous, right? Then accompany me. It'll be safer, wouldn't it? Ah, Kalina, you're so cute when you're blushing. She played me like a damn fiddle. If I say no now, I'll just pass for a monster who couldn't care less about his friend's safety. I look at her face, deciding whether or not to accept. Kalina's face is red from ear to ear. She's clearly embarrassed. Fine, I'll walk it in. It's getting late. You win, Kalina. She gives me her brightest smile of the day yet. Not a small feat. I will accompany you to your house, but just halfway, okay? I'll have to go once we reach the station. Okay. Energetic as always. We start to make our way towards the station. I lag behind her, watching her back. As we walk down the path, she starts to chat about the town. Pass by some shops along the way that catch her attention. Oh, look there! At some point, she points at the dome-like structure I noticed in the morning. That place is the most popular shopping mall in this town. There are a lot of things for sale there. Most people at school usually go to find presents there. That's what it is, huh? It's been built recently. I really don't remember it from my childhood, but I don't have a lot of memories from that time. There are cafes and restaurants there too. Most of them aren't really budget friendly. If you look hard enough though, you'll find the ones that are. She almost hits me with her flailing arm. I swear this girl is operating on a nuclear battery. Or I could just show them to you some other time. After some time, we finish the touring the shops and head towards the station. And that's the station. We finally reached our destination. Kalina guided me through town, pointing out directions, popular attractions, and stores. Her tour was helpful. She sure is something, isn't she? At the stop, we arrived at the station. It seems we reached our destination for real this time. Well, thank you for humoring my request, Shiki. No, Kalina. I should be thanking you. Thanks for guiding me today. You really were a big help. No, it's fine, Shiki. I mean, we are friends, right? So something like this is fine by me. Anyway, as we promised, I'll leave here. Yeah. Well then, Shiki. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Kalina. The questions swirl in my mind again as we wave at each other. Who is Kalina? And why is she so fixated on me? Is she just some friendly girl who wants to be my friend? Or does she have some ulterior motive? No, I decided to trust Kalina, and I'll stick to my decision. She does not seem like the other people from my past. In any case, it's starting to get dark now. Guess I'll call Railroad to pick me up today. Railroad's questions begin at almost as soon as I get in the car. Your summons today were later than usual, Master. Were you perhaps on an adventure around town earlier? Yes, I made a very nice friend today. She showed me around town. That news glads my heart, Master. Making friends on your first day is quite the accomplishment. She switches her focus on the road for a second before continuing. What about school? May I ask what forbidden knowledge your mind has been open to today, Master? For now, nothing academically speaking that I didn't already know. School itself was the most interesting subject. I also learned a lot from my friend about both the school and the city. Nothing special to report, though. Being nothing special is special in itself, Master. And how did you manage to do that? Yes. I managed to get her to tell me a few things somehow. She's quite a nice girl, but at the same time a little weird. Ah, is that so? Still, you seem to have quite some fun, Master. That's a good sign. Well, if we're to continue like this, then maybe the school life here won't be that bad. I pray it so. I wish from the bottom of my heart for your new school life here to be a good one. How about you, Walrod? Any problems here? Nothing in particular, Master. Perfectly normal, as all things should be. Dinner time draws near. Do you wish for anything in particular tonight? I'm more tired than hungry tonight, so I would prefer something light. Noted. Also, did you just say that you went around town with your new friend today? The one you just met? Only the two of you? Yeah. What's the matter? Wow. Master, the overwhelming power of your charms is quite a surprise. After all, you just met on a mini date with the girl you met today. You amaze me as always, my master. Come on, Walrod. Don't talk like it's something that special. It's a pretty normal thing to do, you know. It would appear that Master's opinion of normal differs from mine. Did she just suddenly call me frivolous? what's that exactly supposed to mean, Well-Rod? She might have some motive beyond her actions, Master. Still, please temper your passions with caution. As powerful as you may be, you're not immune to attracting the attention of scoundrels. Did I overstep my bounds, Master? If so, I sincerely apologize. But I thought I should say it, for your own good. No, it's fine. Concerns are valid. Why was she so kind to me, a stranger? Why is she so persistent in trying to help me? There's still so many more questions I don't have answers to yet. But now is not the time to think of that. There's no need to fall into paranoia yet. Caution eases the burden in my heart, Master. It would appear that my fears are for naught. You know what kind of school life I had before this, Well-Rod? I know it well, Master. A life filled with liars, greed, and opportunists. They say that with experience comes wisdom, but a guiding hand never hurts. It's my solemn duty as a caretaker to ensure you do not, or worse, hurt yourself. I believe she is just an innocent girl who is simply overly friendly. Our thoughts are one on this, Master. And now, we have returned. Welcome home. Happy to be home, Well-Rod. Get out of the car and into the house. My first day at this new, strange school is finally over. Shall make haste in preparing your dinner, Master. Is the salad suitable? You did desire something light earlier. Yeah, that'll be enough. Then please, rest and regain your strength. Leave everything to me, your loyal personal caretaker. With this, I decided to laze around on the sofa in the living room. Today was kind of exhausting, not gonna lie. The stress of a new school, meeting dozens upon dozens of new people. Kalina, Ro, Miss Helian, Mr. Berezovich, they all seem to be good people. But I can't let my guard down. Just like what Well-Rod was trying to say, this is only the first day. I don't really know what their true motives are. Are they just pretending? Or is this what they really are? My mind drifts off. Kalina. I have a strange feeling. This feeling with her is familiar. I've met so many people like her. I'm bound to know multiple of the same kind. But Kalina feels different from them. She seems to be earnest and straightforward. Well, whatever. Thinking about it will help nothing. What I should focus on is the present, not the past. Master, your meal is ready. I lazily stroll over to the table. Of course, Well-Rod's salad is delicious. Well, that's enough for today. I look at the clock. 10:30. Well-Rod's already gone to bed some time ago. What should I do? Sleep? Nah, I'm not sleepy yet. Playing games? I do need to check out my logistics on that game. I think I will check my tablet. Mr. Berezovich said it had all the information I needed in it. Pull out my tablet and begin browsing the internet. Some interesting place around here that I could take a look at later. After checking my student notebook, I start feeling sleepy. I lay in bed and fall asleep, wishing for tomorrow to be as smooth as today. Master? Please wake up, Master. Hey, Master, wake up. It's dawn already. My eyelids fly open. I shoot by my bed, woken up by the voice. My room is still dark. Turn my head to the left and narrow my eyes. Someone's standing next to my bed. I blink once, twice. The figure comes into focus. Well-Rod stares intently at me. Finally, I've been trying to wake you up for the last 5 minutes already, Master. I grab my phone and turn it on. 5:10 a.m. Reads the clock on the screen. Well-Rod, it's way too early in the morning. We're trying to wake me up now. Our daily training begins today, Master. Let's head to the rooftop now. Daily training? What are you talking about? I'll explain it to you on the way. Please, come with me. Laura turns and strides out of my room. I scramble out of bed, splash some water on my face, and hurry up to catch her up to her. Wellrod swiftly climbs the stairs and I quicken my pace in an attempt to keep up with her. I'll start from the beginning. 200 years ago, there was a powerful wizard. Oh dear, here we go again. It's another one of Wellrod's delusions. He delved deep into forbidden magics. His transgressions, he is exiled from the kingdom. His memories were erased. His power is sealed away. That wizard is you, Master. As per the terms of our ancient contract signed in blood, I too will be your humble servant. Allow me to assist you with my shadow magic. Together we will break the seal on your powers and grow stronger as... Yeah, I get it. Thank you, Wellrod. Now tell me, why exactly are we doing this? I noticed that we have made it to the top of the staircase. Wellrod unlocks the door to the rooftop and steps through it without a word. As I step through the door, I'm greeted with a breathtaking sight. The soft sunlight of daybreak paints a cloudless sky a vivid red. From the roof, I can see all the Tanegashima spread out beneath me, extending to the horizon. The first rays of the sun catch the steel support beams of the buildings, their metallic surfaces shining like gold. The greenery interwoven with the residential areas gives it the impression of a golden city buried in the heart of a forest. El Dorado in real life. Wow, this view's amazing. I had no idea. Indeed it is. This environment should be perfect for our training. Do we really need to do this? Of course. Train your mind, you must also train your body. The fates have ordained it. From this day forth, we shall train here at the break of dawn. An hour of physical exercise before your usual morning routine should prove effective. Really? I guess I'll humor her since she seems so excited about it. That's okay, but do we have to do this every day? Without question. The exercise will improve your blood circulation, which strengthens your passive mana regeneration. It's best done in the open air at daybreak, when the concentration of mana in the air is highest. Alright, I'll do it. Where do we begin? Let's begin with some basic stretches. Stretch your arms like this. No, the other way. Yes. And lean as far as you can. 1, 2. About an hour later, we head back downstairs. I can already feel the effects of the new exercise routine. While I didn't work at quite a sweat, it also made me feel more focused and energetic. As I move towards my bathroom, Wellrod calls out to me. I shall proceed to prepare breakfast. Please get ready for school and come down to the dining room when you are done, Master. Her footsteps slowly fade away. I step into the bathroom and let my thoughts wander. I wonder how school will go today. It takes me about 10 minutes to shower and get dressed in my school uniform. I join Wellrod for breakfast, listening to the news as we eat. Her cooking remains as sublime as ever, in spite of her usual eccentricity. I compliment her cooking. She appears to be caught off guard today. Wellrod takes a few moments to compose herself before she responds. It is my pleasure and my duty to serve you, Master. I'm glad you like it. After finishing our breakfast, we prepare to leave. As I pick up my backpack, Wellrod calls out to me once more. Master, wait. I stop. My backpack is slung halfway over my left arm, and turn to face her. You need not walk to school. I can drive you there. That would be much faster. I stopped to think about it for a second. If I let Wellrod drive me to school, I would arrive much earlier. I could use that extra time to check out that club room before class. Kalina showed me a few of them yesterday. I was interested in checking them out myself. However, if I walk to school, I might meet Kalina on the way. It's not quite a few things to talk to her about, and honestly, I enjoy her company. Let's see, let's go to school early. Please wait in the car, Master. I'll be there shortly. I put my shoes on and step outside. The blinding sunlight makes me squint, and I quickly get onto the car. In a minute, Wellrod slides into the driver's seat, fasten our seatbelts, and Wellrod starts the engine. The trees are a blurred green as we sped by them in the car. I turn to Wellrod. She murmurs something under her breath, her eyes on the road ahead. What is she doing? Is she alright? In the rearview mirror, I see Wellrod close her eyes. A moment passes in silence. The sun catches the mirror's surface, and Wellrod opens her eyes. Her eyes have always reminded me of lush forest. Today that forest blazes with determination. Master, I do ensure that you reach your school as fast as possible. I cast a spell to speed us up further. Here we go. What? The sudden acceleration tossed me back in my seat. Ah! Slow down! Oh boy, initial D, it's time to go. We gotta deliver the Shikikan to school. Well, his voice is low as she drives full speed down the road. Wait, does she sing? Deja vu. I've just been in this place before, high in the street, and I know it's my time to go. What are you doing? Don't break the speed limit, you hear me? Father will fire you if she finds out that you got a speeding ticket on the way to school. Do not worry. I simply cast a spell that shall warp us past space-time continuum turbulence. Hold on. That's a major story event. Continuum turbulence. We shall reach our destination earlier. Then cast another spell to cancel it. There's still more than an hour until school begins. You don't need to goddamn hurry. Wellrod eases out the gas. Speedometer finally dips beneath the speed limit, returning to more reasonable numbers. I sigh, sink back into my seat. At the corner of my eye, I catch sight of Wellrod's reflection in the rear view mirror. She appeared to be on the verge of tears, barely keeping herself on control as she continued to drive. I take a breath and begin to speak, keeping my tone soft. Oops. Hey. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier, okay? Wellrod doesn't respond. Her eyes firmly on the road. She stops the car near the school gate. I'll be here at the car after school ends, Master. Goodbye. Now, wait just a minute. I face Wellrod and take her hands in my own. She blushes and tries to pull her hands away, but I tighten my grip. Wellrod, I'm really sorry for shouting at you. I was surprised when you suddenly accelerated back then. But that does not excuse my behavior. I truly apologize. No, you were right. It's my fault. I didn't realize that I kept broken the law and was in danger back then. It's fine, really. No one learns without making mistakes. Now that you know, I'm sure you'll be more careful when driving from now on, right? Surprised Wellrod's face slowly turns into a small smile. Yes, that is correct. And don't forget that I'm a powerful wizard. It's never truly in danger, but the unexpected happened, I'll use my own magic to keep us both safe. After all, I got to take responsibility for my apprentice who's helping me gain my power, right? So it's fine. I raise one hand and pat her head. She smiles and looks downwards, blushing harder. Her expression changes in an instant, and she veers my hand away. The smile she gives me is full of confidence. Thank you, Master. However, you should remember that I am a powerful mage on my own right. My magic would never have failed. Ah, it is true. I sit in the car and chat with Wellrod for a while, going along with her little game. Suddenly, I notice a crowd gathering in the public school courtyard. I sat with the car to take a closer look. I shall return to our home now. I will be here at the car after school ends. See you later, Master. Yeah, see you, Welrod. I give her a quick wave. She smiles and waves back, turning the car around and zooming away. As I step towards the school gates, Kalina comes running up behind me. Good morning, Shiki. Good morning, Kalina. What's happening in school in the courtyard? Kalina looks at the crowd for a while before responding. I have no clue either. To be honest, let's check it out. We approach the crowd. They are cheering, clearly excited about something. I can hear freaking oohs and ahs coming from them. It doesn't take us long to find out what is happening. Several dolls are gathered around a girl, their gazes alternating between her and something above them. Hey, it's Sapo! Her innocent and carefree laughter reaches my ears. I make my way through the crowd to get a better view of the girl. Her pale skin reminds me of pearl necklaces, and her pinkish blonde hair frames our angular face. The black headband she's wearing has a pair of horn-like protrusions. Though, she reminds me more of a hyperactive puppy than a seductive demon. Her eyes are ruby red, exactly the same as the streaks in her hair. The girl meets my gaze, and her smile widens. Her fingers swipe fiercely across the screen on her phone. As the crowd cheers again, I turn my gaze upwards, away from the girl. A drone darts back and forth through the air, smooth, precise, and accurate despite its incredible speed. Is she controlling that drone on her phone? That's awesome. Ah, that's one of the people I want to introduce you to. I look over my shoulder towards Kalina. See the beautiful young lady at the center of the crowd? That's M for Sapma 2. Friend of Sop 2, my first friend here I was telling you about. She may look quite just like a happy, cheerful, and rather childish girl, but she's actually a genius. She skips classes whenever she wants to and somehow still gets excellent grades in subjects she likes. Despite that, everybody loves Sop 2. Hell, she's somehow best friends with Ro, of all people. She's also the ace of the robotics club. That drone she's flying? I bet she made it herself on a whim and is testing out right now. I look up again, amazed. The drone had begun to perform various mid-air stunts, spinning on the spot and flipping from side to side. Do a barrel roll! Satu can make something like this on a whim. She really has to be a talented then. Just then I heard gasps and shouts from the crowd. The drone was speeding towards us. Kalina, look out! On instinct, I wrap my right arm around Kalina and pull her aside. The drone zooms by, missing us both by mere inches. It's quite the commotion as the crowd began to move toward us. I ignored the noise for a moment, keeping my focus on Kalina. She seems to be in shock. Kalina, are you okay? No response. Kalina, are you okay? Are you okay, Kalina? Thankfully, Kalina stirs slightly. Her voice is low. Shiki, you're holding me too tightly. It's beginning to hurt. It's then that I realized that I had been holding her on to her with all my strength. I quickly let her go, and she soon regains her composure. Just then, we hear someone shouting from the main building. And for Sama too! That voice is unmistakably Rose. What is the meaning of this? And this is where I'll stop for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and maybe subscribe for more. And if you want to play this out for yourself, links will be provided down below. Anyways, thank you. Take care.